What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. We are here with a Dirt Championship and a Supersonic one. And well, let's just jump right into it. The car I will use is not the one I have selected currently, but instead I will actually use Mini. Now this might be very surprising, but I'll explain to you in a bit why I do that. Well, it's basically because it accelerates like hell, and even though it doesn't have a top speed of the other cars, I do not care, like with the tune that I have. So great handling, great acceleration, that's really what I want for the off-road races. So I'm not even sure I can find the tune code for that, but I probably can. Just have to look it up. So as you can see, we're just making up ground here already, where with some of the other cars we would be falling behind right now. And yes, the lack of top speed is problematic here, out of the way. But the sheer acceleration is just something else. And also with the off-road tune, that should give us a pretty good position to tackle this from. So went full throttle through here and full throttle through that, so that puts us into fourth already. Sorry. Cuffing derailed us. It's so annoying. I hope the cuffing ends soon. And we are up into third, second, and hopefully first after this corner. Yes. So we kind of weaseled through there, which when you have a well-handling car you can easily do. I would have loved picking Germany again, but not a big fan of the Sport Quattro. I mean, I don't like Audi regardless, at least not very much, but the Sport Quattro is actually one of my favorite Audis, but since I don't like the brand very much anyway, it's not much to ask for. I liked the raw rally version in Horizon 4, like the real rally car, the rally monster. I did like that one, but as a B-class contestant I'm not a big fan of it. The road car, that is. I mean, I'm also not a big fan of Mini, but you know, it's just in my opinion a bit better car for a championship like this. And the result speaks for itself, right? Sorry. I'm coughing. Let's get this over with quickly, eh? So it gives us 20 points, which is good. But that was the easy race, in my opinion. Let's just hope we get through the other races as well. So that's the thing when you use pre-tuned cars. You might not exactly know the tune code anymore because, well, you didn't just tune it. I didn't even recall what exactly I tuned it for, but it had an off-road tune, so I assumed that it would probably work here. And oh boy, did it work. At least in race 1 again. That is the one that I consider the easier of the three. I mean, this one isn't hard, but I tend to cut the corners in a way that generally makes me miss out on some of the checkpoints here, and that's annoying because I don't want to use rewind. Like this one is just one that I cut so often. I should just drive with a little less risk, I guess, but you know me. We don't do low risk here. This another guy smoked. So the thing that I was talking about earlier, like this accelerates like crazy and handles well, and yes, it sacrifices top speed, but it's not like we need top speed here. We're driving dirt races, we don't need top speed. That was pretty good. That's another one I like to miss. Really cutting into those checkpoints now. Now we're trying to catch up to that duo. We are getting a little bit closer now. We did brake for that corner and I'm not entirely sure why. So that helps us catch up. Those two minis. In good company, eh? But I think I can overtake now. Let's hold it in. Ah, we barely missed the chance to get our nose in his butt. Ooh, that was close. Risky, but it paid off. So yeah, like I said, I tend to take some of these checkpoints rather risky. So it's definitely a circuit where I have missed my fair share of checkpoints before. But, I mean, look at this, it pays off, right? So yeah, I can only recommend, like, just turn on... I was taking this very conservatively now, because we already lead, but yeah, turn on the rewind and drive checkpoints a little more aggressively, and that really gives you an edge on this track. Kind of cut him off as he wanted to get past us on the right. Finishes lap 2. Was way too aggressive into that corner, and that bump cost us some time. He seems to have a tune that has a little bit more top speed. And I feel like we have let down a lot since we have taken the lead. So now we're just maintaining it. I doubt he manages to stick his nose in. Oh, I don't want to take the risk neither, so. Where is that? Not a big fan of taking too big of a risk here. The thing is, this car doesn't drift too hard, so the strategy that I sometimes use with other cars, which is to kind of get my car pointing into the right direction a little bit earlier and then drifting a little bit forward, getting onto the gas earlier, doesn't really work here, because when I get the car in a direction, it drives there. There is barely any drifting going on. And that means I sometimes turn in a little too early because I'm used to drifting through it. Finishes lap 3. Yeah, that was still fairly comfortable, I would say. Minis kind of own this. So that's win in race number 2, which puts us in a very comfortable position for race number 3, if I say so myself. Why did it spawn me back where? I didn't even look at race 3. Just looked at the first two and thought, this will work. But I doubt race 3 is now a race which requires super high top speed all of the time. I'm not aware of a dirt race that does that. Alrighty. That looks like a lot of actual road and not a lot of dirt. But I doubt that's gonna stick. Let's go past on the outside. It was a bit over optimistic, but I didn't see really how we could get down the inside there, so. And this car is so responsive. It's turned in too early on so many occasions. There's minis again. Oh no, that's not a mini. You're not a mini. You just disguised by using the same color. Get out of the way. Make room for the mini. Yeah, this is probably the easiest race so far. So I would say I'll try to catch the tune code for you, post it in the description. And then you can probably do this yourself because this car handles very easily, it accelerates quickly, it's a really solid tune for a really solid car. So it certainly is much appreciated. So yeah, I hope I can find the share code and yeah, I will post it and you can use that. You know what I don't know? I've been thinking about that. Are the tunes shared on all the platforms? Like I would highly assume that tune codes on the Steam version are the same as they are on the Microsoft Store version. Like I don't think that's much of a difference, right? But I'm not sure if they're the same as they are on the Xbox version. I can't tell you. I have no idea. It would be good if that was the case, because then everyone could use those tunes, but I cannot tell you. That was a pretty good last race. And a pretty easy one as well, so yeah, I will certainly post that for you. I hope you can do this as well, and hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and until next time, farewell.